Hello and welcome back to another episode of Spill the Noodles. It's been a fucking while, but you have me, Jamie, and your other lovely host, Ailis.
Fuck yeah.
Did you like what I did there? I put so much effort into that.
I was really happy that gave me joy. I felt cool.
I'm glad.
I felt special.
We have been planning on starting recording for the past however long, but we decided,
I think 20 minutes.
yeah, 20 minutes, but we decided to sing Steve's Love Chicken. And then after that, we decided SpongeBob SquarePants. Then we forgot the lyrics, so then we decided to Google the lyrics and then sing the
I
whole
mean, you
song.
have to Google the lyrics. If you don't remember them, you need to look it up because otherwise it drives you a little bit crazy and then you're going to spend the entire time trying to think about it. And then while we're talking, one of us is going to randomly remember it. And so then we're going to shout out the lyrics and then it's not going to make any sense to anybody. So
Exactly.
see, we saved you all. We saved all the listeners from a random outburst of SpongeBob SquarePants lyrics. So you're welcome. You're
Although
welcome.
I do feel that if we still have um, time at the end as a little outro, we just end it off with singing some SpongeBob SquarePants.
I had to hold back from singing the You're Welcome song just now. So once again, you're welcome for not doing that.
What goodness? No,
Uh,
we'll start and that's bad. Okay. Um. So talking order. Negatives turn to positives. Woo, they're cool.
woohoo.
There was a market on Sunday. The Black Heart Market, to be exact. It was in Edinburgh. It was next to a university too, which you would think, university students, in the nicest way possible, they're fucking shit with their money.
Oh
So
yeah.
it would be fantastic. It was severely, severely quiet.
Yeah, that's the other issue with being a university student that is bad with your money. You also just have no money. as as a university student who is bad with their money.
Um, but no, it was good. Met a bunch of cool new peeps who do other businesses. Like I got a cool art print, which I will
Ooh.
show you. And then there's this guy who I also bought from, who basically wrote his own comic book, but he was fed up of the whole like superhero shit. So it's all about like um crime and this guy gets kidnapped and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Huh.
Um I remember there being something about rats in it. So
Interesting.
it's fun, but it looked pretty good. So I was like, you know what? Hand me the first one. Hand me volume one. I'll take a lovely little gander at it. And then yeah, I've still not read it. Um, but speaking of NTTP, they have a giveaway that is getting announced.
Oh my goodness.
It's
A giveaway?
exactly in 7.5 hours. It's
Damn.
pretty good. So when this podcast episode goes out, it should already have been announced. And Ailish, I believe you have entered yourself in this little giveaway.
I have. It would be very cool to finally own some NTTP merch. And there's also rings. There's some rings involved,
There's a
I think.
necklace, a bracelet,
Aha, a
and a
necklace.
ring,
Oh, all three? Dude, that's cool. I'm
and a
hyped.
hoodie and a t-shirt.
Yeah, I need a new hoodie, and that one's
Um,
pretty sick.
Stay Stainless, their, you know, part of it is £150, or plus,
Yeah.
and there's a lot more to it too. So it's gonna be
Mm,
a very good one to get into, and if you win, it's pretty good.
very
um,
nice.
so that's a early morning stream, but that's okay. We live, we laugh, we love. That is what my mother told me. So I think that's actually already all NTTP stuff. There's not
All
really
right.
anything fun that I'm allowed to say. So
But everybody keep an eye out. Future things might be coming your
there's a
way.
very, very fun thing on its way. A very, very fun thing. But that cannot be shared yet. So you must hold your horses and wait. So, shall we speak about the biggest thing that has happened today so far and
Of
stopped us from
course.
playing Minecraft for an
Yes.
unreasonable amount of time?
The incredibly sad, depressing truth of the day. Microsoft died. It just died. Um and so RIP Minecraft, RIP Xbox, RIP me trying to do any sort of schoolwork and be responsible. Um RIP you trying to check your emails.
Yeah, that was horrendous.
Yeah, I think it took me, I think I said it took me like an hour or something to actually like log into my school's website. Once I'm in because it's its own thing, but it uses Microsoft to log in. So getting that part done was rough. That took a while. And then obviously I didn't get any emails from my school today because nothing would come through. So hopefully there wasn't anything important going on.
Well, I'm just hoping. It seems to be fixing itself now, but I'm hoping
Yeah.
it stays fixed because I have quite an important call at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So,
Yeah, and I know some info that I shall not talk about because I'm not allowed to. I will get in trouble. I found that one out. Um, but basically, they better have their shit together tomorrow because the big thing's going on, and I'm gonna cry if it goes wrong and I can't get in. I will cry a
yeah,
lot.
that if you can't get into that, that would be quite
Sad, big
heartbreaking.
sad time. Yeah.
But it's okay
Oh,
because
I'll be able to talk about it. I don't know if we'd be able to record an episode next week. Maybe. I might be able to talk about it next week. Next episode, whenever the next episode comes out, I will spill the beans. Spill the noodles! I was. Damn it! It was
you
right
had it
there.
lined up.
Damn it! I will, I will spill the noodles on my info, my secret info. But for now, it must be kept hush hush.
Shh.
Shh.
Um. Yeah. To be fair, what you're doing is pretty fucking sick. So
I'm very excited. I'm scared though. Like I truly and honestly shivering in my timbers. Um my I was very I for the listeners that don't know, the best way to describe myself is a personified version of anxiety. Um and that is pretty much all I've been running off the past couple days. That's the only thing that's energizing me is just anxiety. Anxiety. Somebody's watching me.
guys, it's
It's my
just set off again,
anxiety.
so I'm gonna move us on.
Yeah.
Um, childhood hobbies, or
Oh,
your childhood obsessions.
okay. So, as a former and continued weird child, weird kid, um, one of the things that I did as a kid, and I like kind of forgot about it until a couple days ago, I used to keep bugs as pets. So I'd head out into the yard and I'd go and I'd find me some bugs and I'd put them in my little portable terrariums and then I'd watch them and I'd feed them and I'd try to figure out how to keep them alive. I found a slug one time. That was my favorite one. I've still got pictures of that. Um, I found some. We had carrots in our garden after a little bit, and we ended up getting the species of butterflies that
Ooh.
would plant their eggs. But because there's also a lot of birds in the area, they would tend to eat the worms before they actually had a chance to like go into their cocoons and become pretty butterflies. And so I stole a couple of the worms because, like I said, I loved me some bug pets. And so they created their cocoons, and I hid them away for the winter. And then in the spring, they hatched out of their cocoons into these really pretty butterflies. And I have pictures and videos somewhere, but I think I raised three or four of them. And that was probably one of my proudest achievements. Um, they're very
Nice.
cool.
I don't have many. Although I was a little BMX kid. I
Oh,
went to like skate parks and stuff and went down the big fun ramps and the bunny hops and stuff because I was a rebellious kid.
oh yeah.
Um, so I bought a BMX and I just started doing them down the street. It was fun. That was not that entertaining to be honest with you, but I don't have many other cool, funky things other than I would just sit on my computer for like 13 hours a day because what else do you do as a child?
Oh, I did so many things. I had I still have it, a rock collection, but I wasn't allowed to keep my rocks inside, so we created something in the backyard called my rock garden, and it's basically where I could put all of my pretty rocks and all of the various rocks that I found while we were out at the park and stuff. Um, and there's also like I don't remember who it was. Someone had gone to a quarry or something for work, and picked up this like really cool piece of cut rock that's like super thin. But it's like big. It's a big flat piece of rock, and so that's in my rock garden too. Um, what else is in it? I've got a bunch of pieces of quartz actually. Whole
Quartz are
collection of
cool.
them. Yeah. I don't know where they came from, but I have like I don't know how many I have now, but I remember I at one point I had like 12 pieces of quartz. They're like good palm-sized chunks. And then I've got a nice big amethyst crystal as well. It's like on a rock, like it's on the part of the rock that it grew on, and it's like a little chunk that's growing off of it, which is really cool. Um, I have a couple itty bitty geodes. I have a couple of like like the pretty um oh my gosh,
Yeah,
my
man.
brain is blanking. Pretty rocks. And then in my hand right now, I have a little rock figurine of a bunny. Um, it's very cute. I don't remember what rock type it is though. What else do I? Oh, I also used to collect coins a lot. I still do it a little bit, but because I use my credit card, I don't really ever use cash anymore. So I don't get the chance to find cool coins. But I have like an entire collection of a bunch of really pretty coins. I also have coins from other countries. I've only been to Europe once, and that was like 2 years ago. But somehow I have coins from a whole bunch of different countries. So that's really cool as well. Um, what other collections do I have? I'm a collector. I collect things that make me happy and give me joy. Um,
To be
do
fair,
you have?
I will admit I do like a fun rock, but that's not like childhood ones. I'd say now I think rocks are pretty sick. Like Tilda's quite big into her, like crystals and shit,
Ooh, I
and
don't
it's
know
fun.
any of like the lore in the crystals. Like I don't know any of the info on them, but I do quite enjoy a pretty crystal.
Oh, I couldn't tell you any of the lore. I just think it it's quite sparkly and cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, uh,
That's
so there
exactly it.
as much of my knowledge you will get, but sparkling cool. What could ever go wrong with something that's sparkling
Yeah,
cool?
I mean, like you really can't. It's perfect. Sparkling coal is all you ever need.
Exactly. Who needs? You know what? Who needs a job when you have rocks?
Exactly. That's why you become what are the rock people called?
No, not geologists. Is it
Yeah.
geologists?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Geologist. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm good at this. Rock fanatic me. Um.
Um yeah. I'm trying to think of what other odd hobbies did I have as a kid? Um Oh, what about odd eating habits? Did you have any odd eating habits as a child?
Uh. It's the same as now, really. I just every single lunch, no matter how much stuff was there, like I could have like a full buffet in front of me
Yeah.
or a pizza in the corner. I'm picking that pizza.
Hmm.
Pepperoni to be exact. It's all I ate and it was so fun. It still is so fun. And then like my gran would come over. She still does. And it's great. She comes over each week and then just brings lunch and she just brings me a pizza. It's been
Aw.
like that since I was a child and it's fantastic. It's
That's so
absolutely wonderful.
sweet. I um I pick apart my food. I don't do it quite as much anymore, but I really have a thing against my foods touching. So, as a child, one story that my parents like love to tell about me is the fact that anytime they would try to get me to eat lasagna, I would pick apart all the individual layers and like separate the noodles and then like the ground beef filling and then like the layer of ricotta and spinach as well. I hated that layer of ricotta and spinach. I love it now, but I hated it then. That was like the bane of my existence. Um,
To be fair, I feel a lot of things you would have hated as a child you love now.
that's sure. You know what? I've come around to sushi. It used to make me gag as a child, and as a not child, I enjoy it. It's yummy.
It is. And sorry, I'm not laughing at the fact that you've changed and you like it now. I laugh at the fact that you called yourself a not child.
Oh, I don't feel so like grown up, and I don't feel grown up, but I'm not a child anymore, so I'm a not child,
I mean,
and that's
valid.
about as yeah, that's about as good as I'm gonna get.
Uh, so, uh, in the recap, we need to put Ailis has discovered she's not a child. Um, oh,
Shocking discovery: woman realizes not a child.
I'm going to message every news station. Uh,
Oh, perfect.
one thing I used to do as a child, and it was autism, right? We
Oh
loved
yeah,
autism.
yeah.
I could never, ever sit like properly on a chair. I would
Mm,
always sit like upside down, and my feet would be at the top, and I'd be hanging off the edge. Just because,
yeah,
why not? Like, it's fun, man.
yeah. No, I really as a child I enjoyed hanging upside down. Didn't really matter where I was, but like there were these two bars at school, um, and they didn't really have a purpose other than to like hang on them. Um,
Okay.
and I would just sit there and I would just hang upside down on the bar, and then recess would end and I'd get off and I'd go inside, and I just something about that just hit right with my brain. Um, Oh, speaking of being up high though, there was also these monkey bars. They were like circular. And the cool kids, aka my friends, we go and sit on top of the monkey bars, but they were like high up, you know. They were in the big kid part of the playground. Um, and I was very scared of heights. I am still terrified of heights, but like it's better. Um, but then I was bad, and I got up onto the top of the monkey bars for the first time, and I felt so cool because I was finally a part of the group. And then the bell rang, and we had to go inside. And I started crying because I couldn't get off of the monkey bars because it was too high. And they had to get a teacher to come and take me off of them and put me on the ground. And I was like 8 or 9 at this point. It was embarrassing.
Nah, valid though. Heights scary as fuck. Like
They
back then,
are.
I would like I had a rock climbing party and everything, man. I loved heights before.
Oh.
Like I would climb to the top and just like fucking abseil my way down. And then one day it all just hit at once. I went, holy fuck! I could die if I fall off this, and I've hated heights ever since.
Yeah. No, it really is that like realization of, oh, I'm not invincible. I could die, and then suddenly you just can't do things anymore because you're just aware of your own mortality. And and that's kind of sad. You know, sometimes I wish I could just pretend a little bit, um, so I could do fun things. Like I wanna, if I wasn't so scared of heights, I would love, 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 love to go to like a high diving board and jump off of it because it would feel so fun. But I'm terrified. The moment I get up there, I'm shivering in my timbers. I am breaking out in a sweat. It's not happening. I will walk down the ladder in shame, and I will feel so awful and so bad about it, but I will not jump off of it.
You know, even after I developed my fun little fear, I was like, you know what? No, I want to be cool again. I want to feel young. I say this like I wasn't like 17, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I went to like the most middle diving board of all three. I was like, fuck yeah, I can do this. I stood there for at least 10 minutes, and then I eventually just went,
Aw.
after letting like 4 or 5 other people pass me, I was like, fuck it, they've not died. And I jumped, and I've never went back on one.
Yeah.
Not that I go swimming, I
Yeah.
don't go outside, but like, you know what I mean?
I gotta ask though, was it because like did you land wrong in the water or was it just like a I'm never doing this again kind of thing?
Oh no, I think I might have like pissed a bit on the way down. I shit myself trying to get like jumping from that high up. I absolutely shit a brick. And I was like,
Uh,
nah, this is not happening again.
for me, the fear came more from like, because before I like, same with me, like I used to be able to do it, but then I landed wrong one time and that shit like, it hurt. Like it hurt bad. I did not land my dive properly. And after that, I couldn't do it because then I was like, what if it happens again? What if it's worse? What if I snap my neck? What if I die? What if I embarrass myself? What if something like what if my one piece bathing suit that is like suffocating me, there's no way that it's coming off, what if it comes off? Now I'm just stuck, hurt in the pool and embarrassed, and yeah.
So valid though. I mean, not about the One Piece suit, but the rest of it valid. Like I get that. Um, I feel we kind of partially moved on to fears, so I'm going to ask a question before we move on to the next
Okay,
subject. What are your fears and why?
that's a really good question. um I feel like there's not a lot that I'm like truly scared of. Like I think for the most part, everything I could get over it. Um, like for example, spiders kind of creep me out a little bit. I don't really enjoy having them roaming free in my room, but you know, if I have to deal with one, I have to deal with one. And I'm not gonna like cry and like not deal with it. Like the mouse that I had in my room the other day. I don't appreciate knowing that there are mice just kind of like free roaming the house and could potentially be in my stuff. That gives me the ick. Um, but like ultimately, I had to deal with it because it was in my room, in the fucking chip bag, and so I dealt with it because I have to. Um, and I wasn't gonna like let my icks and my fears kind of like freeze me.
Mm.
Um, but like if there was one that would like genuinely scare me, I'm trying to think. Like what would really scare me? What about yours? What are yours? Like I don't actually think I really listed, but like spiders and fear and no, that's not the one. Spiders and heights are both like things that give me shivers.
So
Um,
valid though. Um, Women. No, I'm joking. Well, I'm not. But
valid.
nah, spiders is a big one. But hear me out, and you would probably shit yourself too. And it's happened to me twice, and I'm not okay with it. Which is why I'm scared. I was lying down one time, trying to go to bed, all nice, cuddled up, fucking wrap myself like a burrito and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then suddenly, I just hear like this heavy, like, thud run across my bed. I was like, huh. I jumped out that bed.
Yeah.
I, in pretty much ran to the door, turned the light on, and there was this. I'm not even kidding. It was fucking huge, and this isn't me over exaggerating. And I would, because I'm scared of them. I very much would over exaggerate and be like, one the size of like my pinky nail is the size of my arm when it's not.
Yeah.
But this one was genuinely like I want to say half the size of my palm. It was fucking huge, and it was like one of the ones that I don't know if you understand what I mean. But you know the spiders that they're not see through, but they're a bit more see through than other ones.
I feel like I know what you're talking about because I feel like I've seen something similar recently.
Yeah, wasn't fucking that. It was like this pitch black thing that just sprinted across my bed.
Mm. Mm.
And I was like, oh, no. Now, another time when I'm already scared of them, and this one was only a couple months ago, so I was scared even more. And I'm not even kidding you. This was at like 4 in the morning. I didn't go back into my bed. Um,
I don't blame you.
it didn't do it under my pillow. No, no. It was already under my fucking covers. Or, no, sorry, I lied. It was on my covers, but I didn't see it because I had the light off and it must have, like, ran from under my covers or whatever. It just fucking charges
Ugh.
at me from the bottom of the bed the whole way up. And I was like, nah, you're alright.
What the
So I just
fuck?
went upstairs and then just drank coffees and vibed. That was.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I have I live in an older house, so like we have quite a few spiders and stuff, and I've come to terms with that. Um, but I have two recent examples that I can think of that like they gave me the shivers a little bit. One of them was in my room. I was like putting on some socks or something. I sat on my bed putting on socks, and I look up and I see like this like bug looking thing kind of floating in the air. So I figure it's like a big mosquito or something that somehow got into my room. So I go to like, clap, kill it. Um,
yeah.
and as I do that, bro swings. It swings. I don't remember if it swung towards me or away from me, but like it made a very sudden movement, and and then it was in the corner of my room, like on the ceiling, and I was like, oh, that was a spider that was hanging down in front of me, and it was wrapping up another bug, just chilling in the middle of the middle of the room. Um, and I almost walked into it. That was not a fun experience. I don't know where that spider's gone, and I don't like that it's still in my room. Um,
So
and
valid.
then like 2 days ago, I went to flush the toilet, and like the little flush button, it's empty in the back, so like it's just like a little cover for whatever the mechanism is, and there was a spider living in the the like little handle, and the only reason that I know this is because when I went to go and flush it, bro fucking popped out of the handle, and he was like one of those semi-clear spiders, probably like it was
Oh,
probably the size of like my two thumbs together. Like bro had long legs as well, and you could see through him, and he was like a yellowish, brownish, clear color. I really didn't appreciate that one either, and I've got a picture of him somewhere because like that was not it's not a good time.
yeah,
Um,
it's not fun. There was one time, and I'm only speaking about this moment because she's joined the chat and it's reminding me of it. So I was staying at Tilda's once, right?
oh
And
yeah.
you know, spider problems doesn't it's a big thing. It was on so her bathroom. It was right next to the fucking door, but I really needed a piss, so I full on sprinted into that bathroom after like 20 minutes of contemplating actually going. I was like, you know what? No, I've got to. So I sprinted in, piss, flush, fucking yeeted myself out of there, and I I don't think I slept great that night. It was
Mm,
scary as shit, and obviously I've got
yeah.
heights as another one. Oh
Heights. Oh
yeah,
yes, heights. I
sorry.
for some reason when you said heights, my brain thought you said pike, like the fish,
Oh
and
yeah,
it just kind of like took me a second to realize, oh yes, heights, not pike.
yeah. No, I do have to bring in another chat read. I'm afraid, but yeah, Tilda said that let's not miss out how I had to go in first to protect you from the spider. She fucking did. She was like my bodyguard. Like
This is why I love Tilda.
she she genuinely walked in, stood there and watched it whilst I ran past, pissed, sprinted back, and
I
Tilda's
love
just
that
walking
so
back to the room.
much.
And I was like, nah, you're right. It was
Mhm.
it was stressful. Um
Oh yeah, 100%.
but yeah, no, I have a lot of fears to be fair. Heights, spiders. Not, I'm not scared of snakes, but I don't. I think this might just be a Tism thing. I don't like the feeling of them.
Oh, I'm kind of the reverse. I quite like the feeling of them. Something about like the smoothness of their skin and like the texture of it. It just makes my brain really happy. Also, they're so cute with their stupid little faces and I don't know if you'll get this reference or not, but their little boob snoots. I fucking love snakes.
Did not get the reference, but they're fucking sick. I love the look of them,
Yeah.
but the feel of them, nah, you're right. One of my friends, I don't really speak to now, had snakes in her room, and there's like four of them. They were sick as fuck. Her room was hot as shit because she had all those like red fucking lamp things on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also, Tilda also says speaking to people is another fear of mine. It fucking is. See,
Oh,
having to
that's
speak
so
to people,
valid.
and Tilda will agree with this. Speaking online or streaming or whatever, I'm vibey, man. Like I'll do that
Mm-hmm.
shit for hours on end.
Yeah.
You asked me to do the exact same thing that I've just done to the exact same people that were watching, but they're sat in front of me instead. No, you're okay.
Hell no. Yeah, no, I have to agree with that. I kind of forgot, which is like the stupidest thing in the world. Like, how do you forget that you sweat behind the knees every single time you try to talk to someone? Like, how do I forget this? Because it happens every single day, every single time I'm in class, all the time. Oh, and speaking of, and I don't know if this was like a me problem or if you might have experienced this too, but like as a child, one of the things that I really like scared the shit out of me, and like it's less a fear now and more just like an issue, but trying
Okay.
to tell my teacher that like I had a doctor's appointment or something, so like I'd be missing class, you know, like what am I missing? Do I need to do anything to make up for the time that I'm missing? Anything like that. I would just cry. Anytime I tried to talk to them, I
Valid though.
wouldn't actually be able to get out anything I was trying to say to them because I'd get so stressed over them getting like mad at me for missing class that I'd just start crying. It
Well,
was so bad.
I still get that. So my lecturers, right? Me and Tilda are away down south next week to go stay with a couple of my friends. And I obviously had to tell my lecturers I'm not gonna be there. Yeah, I told one of them in person because we were already having conversation. And
Yeah.
you know, when someone else starts it and you're already in conversation, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
still
Oh yeah.
scary, but I was like, you know what, I'm already doing it. So I paused for a little bit and then I said it. Every single one of my other lecturers I have messaged. Am I
Mhm.
walking up to them and telling them?
Mhm. Yep. Yeah. That's why I email everybody or I text people. Um, and that's about all I do. And even then, I send my mom all of my email drafts before I send them. I'm like, Mom, do I sound okay? Does this sound good? Do I sound mean? Am I being polite enough? Have I said thank you enough times? Because like usually when I'm sending emails, it's because like I'm asking for something or asking for a favor or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm applying to law schools right now, but this means that I need references from like employers and professors. And at least with an employer, my one that I've been the person I've been working for over the summer, they're very nice. And so that was at least a little less stressful because like I knew she would say yes if I asked her. It was still stressful because I felt bad asking for things, but I don't really interact with my professors, and I'm in quite large classes, which means that like they don't really know me either. Um, and so having to like send a cold email to a random professor and be like, hey, you don't know me, but I really need an academic reference. And so would you be able to make up some things about me because you aren't going to remember me, but I need you to pretend like you do? Um, and that was very stressful. And then my professor didn't get back to me, so then I had to send him a second email, and that one was really stressful because I hated having to send a second email and be like, "Hey, so I'm asking you for a favor, but now I need you to answer me because the due date is coming up, and I don't want to push you, but I also really do need to push you because I need this to be done like now."
Yeah, no,
I hated that.
valid though. I mean, okay, how much of this can I say without? Um, so we were working with people. I don't know if I told you the story or not, so you might know who I mean, but I'm not saying it because I don't want anything bad to
Can't spill the
happen.
secrets.
So we were working with somebody,
Yeah.
and they turned into not very nice people in the end. To be fair, um,
Oh, no, I
and
think you have said this.
yeah, I think I said it to you. Um, so yeah, they turned to not very nice people in the end. So I was sending a message back or two or whatever. I was like, Tilda, does this sound okay? I don't want to sound too mean. I got to proofread it.
Yeah, I love doing that because then if other people say that it sounds okay, then I feel a little bit better. I still stress, but at least like I know I'm not the only person who thinks that it sounds okay, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. If I get validation on
Yeah,
anything, it helps.
yeah.
It's great.
No, validation is a great validation is what I run off of. Whenever I get a good grade back from one of my professors, oh, and if I get good comments back, I feel I feel so cool. I feel so good. Um, and and one time, this was just like a sad story. I'm just getting off topic, but like I had this one TA, teaching assistant who had marked one of like my papers or something for a class. This is like a year ago or something. And I did find out later that this TA is like known for being a dick. Um,
Oh, lovely.
and uh, they basically told me that like my paper was useless and like a waste of time, like almost word for word.
Right.
Um, and that made me cry a little bit, cause like I've got some feedback before about like improving things, but professor was always wrap it with like a little compliment or something to make you feel better and like you're not a total failure. And that guy was just like, this sucks ass. Like, this is awful. Why did you write this? Why am I reading this? And I'm like, oh, okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine.
Yeah, they always do a little like, oh, you could improve on this, but it's a great one otherwise. Or like,
Yeah.
um, they'll if you don't get that, they'll just be like, oh, maybe you could like add this and it would be somewhat better, or change this into this and it would
Yeah,
make
but
it
it's always
somewhat
like very
better.
nice at least. Like it's very soft in a way that like doesn't make you feel like you're a waste of space. Um, and that one was not. That was not great. Um, and then I had this other professor that made me cry a little bit too. And she's the only one that like has ever had an issue with my citations in papers because I made a little oopsie. I'll admit. I didn't. I think I missed like the date or the author name or something for like one of my citations. So like
Yeah.
it was messed up, but it was like one mistake in my like 15-page paper. Um, and she told me that if I messed up again in my next paper, that she was going to report me for academic fraud because of that one oopsie, that one teeny tiny little mistake. Um, so that was really cool. Um, I would like to point out as well that like that is not an accurate example of academic fraud because I had already previously cited the author. Like it was very evident in the way that I structured that sentence, even with the little oopsie that I was talking about that author. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there was no academic fraud, but she said that she was going to report me for academic fraud if I did another oopsie. Um, and so when she asked for I think it was like a 30-page final essay from us, every single sentence that I could possibly cite had a little citation at the end. And it looked so ugly and so nasty and so awful because it's not supposed to look like that. But you know what? That's what she gets. That's her fault.
Yeah, you don't have to
All
make it
her
nice
fault.
if she's not being
No,
well
she's not a very
helpful.
nice professor.
Um,
She pretends like she is, but she's not. She's very mean.
that's not very nice. I also don't want to rush us on, but we have one more little thing
Oh, we
to
do?
go over. I don't think we went over current hobbies, have we? Or no, we kind of
Oh, no, we
discussed it.
haven't.
I mean,
Okay,
partially,
so
but no.
current hobbies. What are we vibing with right here, right now?
I don't really do much other than work, college, and print. But I, I'll admit, I do fuck with some Warhammer.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're you paint the little figurines, right?
I do, and I'm not happy because the one I'm painting, his little staff fell off, so now I need to
Oh.
try glue it back on. But I think I'm gonna finish painting them all first and then glue it back on. Because I'll be honest, was also a pain in the tits to try and paint anything with a big staff in the way of the. But that's okay. Um, I'd say my current obsession, because it changes every 5 minutes,
Yeah.
does have to be Minecraft. I am vibing with it quite heavily.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Definitely in my Minecraft phase, which is like working out perfect for everything else that's going on. Um, and then I quite enjoy my shiny pieces of cardboard. Um, I have I have a couple more that I'm adding to. It's not my collection. I'm giving it as a gift, but they're really pretty. I one of them okay, so um I'm giving it as a gift to my mom. and I'm creating like her own little Pokemon collection because she plays Pokemon Go, and she's been
Mm.
watching both me and my brother collect Pokemon cards, and she's always been like interested in like what we get and stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make her a small little collection. And mom really likes horses, and there's this horse Pokemon called Spectrier, um, that like it just it's also on her list of favorite Pokemon, but like even before then, I was like, this perfectly fits her vibe. Like this is mom. This is her favorite thing. I can just feel it. So I've been getting her all the full arts of Spectrier, and I've got the last one that I needed. Finally have it, and it's so pretty. Holy shit! It's Spectrier in a forest, and there's some little squovets that are looking at it, but it's like a snowy forest, and so like the purple mane is
Yeah.
like, um, it's really popping in like the white kind of grays of the forest. It's such a pretty card. I'm so excited. I hope she likes it. I'm very excited.
Oh, she
I needed
will.
to share. I think she will. I don't think she'll hate it, but like I am worried that it's not my best gift and that I could have gotten her better things. Um, I so badly want to get her good things. Nobody else gets her good gifts. My father gets her cleaning items. Mother doesn't want cleaning items for Christmas and for birthday. Mother wants cool, fun things.
Who
But
doesn't?
all he ever gets her is really disgustingly boring gifts that he will also usually use as well. Like they're not even just things for her. They're things that he thinks will be useful for everybody. And I just feel like that's so sad. Like I
I
don't I
mean,
don't want to share my gifts. My gifts are for me. My gifts are me things.
so valid. And this bit could just be me being really old, but the only like type of shit that I'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, you can all use it. This is sick. Is if I got like a fucking air fryer or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's how I feel as well. Like I feel like food things, like mom, she really likes baking, and like we enjoy trying to decorate cakes and like figure out new designs. So getting her like baking things or cake decorating things, like that is very much so a mom gift because I know that she'll enjoy trying to figure it out and use it for all of her baking and stuff. But like getting her a shredder because the like one that the family is currently using is really old and like doesn't work. That's so lame.
Yeah, that is a bit boring. I'll be honest.
Like that's just something you get because you need it. That's not something that you get for one person as a gift because everybody needs it. That just feels so sad.
That is quite sad, and I can only imagine the like look of holy fuck, I get something absolutely sick. Open it up. Thanks for the polish. I love it.
Real. Like if somebody's like asking for that, like they keep mentioning, "Oh, I really want this Shredder 9000 or whatever." Then obviously I feel like it's a different situation, right? Because like they are very obviously asking for it
Yeah.
and they haven't got it for themselves. So then I'd be like, okay, perfect gift. But she doesn't want a shredder. She wants cute little book nooks for her bookshelf that she can put because she thinks that they're really pretty, and she wants little miniature things to go in her little like fairy garden that she has set up in like a
So
big pot
valid
plant.
though.
And mom enjoys puzzles and books and baking and not shredding a bunch of really boring documents.
I mean, fair.
Anyway, yeah.
We are almost running out of time, so unless you actually have anything
Oh no,
else,
I
we
think
can
I'm
wrap up.
good. I've gone on my tangents. I've said all of the thoughts that are inside my head at the moment. I think I'm pretty good.
Heck, yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. So, thanks so much. We're fucking sorry about the lack of episodes, but it's okay because we're here and there'll be another
Exactly.
episode at some point. Um, thank you again, and we will see you at some point.
See ya.